So now I'm United States. I'm sitting in a coffee shops where people talk about all these crazy ideas for startups. I'm like sitting together with Stanford people. I was like, what is this world? Like, this is so different than what I've seen in Europe. Like, I was in love with what I've seen there. A few months later, I'm working for a consulting firm as a user experience designer. Life could not be better. It could never cross my mind that I could actually create my career around UX UI. Like, it was connected to everything that I always wanted. It's a design, it's being part of the tech. We are working on groundbreaking, innovative mobile applications, website applications. I've been able to explore all different industries. I've been able to see what I like, what topics I would like to explore more. As I was working on these different projects, I understood what area will excite me the most. I think working in a consulting company taught me a lot because I was exposed to so many different projects, products, industries. That was amazing. And I think this is really necessary to do in the early stages in your career. As you are taking these baby steps in your career, you should be exposed to many different opportunities so you can see what you like, so you can see what you're good at, and find your passion throughout exploring different things. From this moment, like, all my thoughts were around this one subject. Like, I basically had an obsession but I thought, like, this is never gonna happen in my entire life, like working in that specific field, which is quantum computing. It's the most innovative, the most difficult place to be in. But I always felt like, I think it connects back to my story when I was studying math and science in my high school, which is a very interesting thing. As I was mentioning, things that you're interested in, they're not going anywhere. They're gonna stay with you, and you're just gonna explore them at different stages in your life. And they're gonna happen to you in the least expected moment. So this is what happened to me. As I was working on these different projects, I understood I want to work closer with science. But I thought, there is no way I'm gonna be part of this industry because I'm just user experience designer, right? But I knew that user experience design is needed in almost any product, right, that is being created these days. I wasn't giving up on that, right? I was creating my own reality. I was reading about it, creating posts around how user experience people can break into this industry. Like, I really wanted this to happen. A few months later, I'm working for a quantum computing company, which is super hard to imagine, but it happened. I reached my goal. The story draws a full circle from design to tech to science. I've reached it all, and I'm like really grateful for this to happen to me. Everything is achievable. The lesson from me going into most difficult industry is that even if things seem unreachable, they can happen. They can totally happen, and I'm the best example of that. And I think if you put yourself to achieve something and then put some work into it, such as find companies that are your dream companies where you would like to work, reach out to people that work there, start a conversation. Like, I was doing something crazy just because I was a designer. I was creating these Instagram posts about how to break into this industry, although I was not in this industry yet, but I really wanted to be there. And I wanted to share with people how excited I was about being part of this environment. I wanted to encourage people to take huge leaps in their career. Don't be afraid of working for the industry that seems difficult. I also really wanted more experienced designers to work in the science, work on most difficult areas, most difficult products, as I think science needs great designers, because if these products are designed to be user-friendly, I think we can bring bigger impact in terms of science. So I had a huge calling, I had a huge reason to do that, and it worked out. Now that I'm working in the industry where I always wanted to be, there is still this voice in me, which is about the creative things, which is not leaving my head. That's why I created this YouTube channel, as I want to explore this creative side in me that is still unsatisfied. I feel like there is still work to do there, and I think it stems from my past when I made a choice that I'm gonna pursue UX UI design but leave my artistic things behind, because I felt like this is a stronger calling at the time, and it proved to be true. But now on the side, I know that I need to keep exploring myself. And I keep having all these ideas in my head, which means the voice is active. Like, it's telling me what I should be doing. I know I have to pay attention to this voice because so far this voice has been leading me to really many interesting choices, many different interesting experiences. I would not be here if I wouldn't listen to this voice. And most of the time, this voice will be very different than what other people are telling you. But I think if you want to be happy with yourself, you have to listen to it. Sometimes it might be super crazy idea, sometimes it might be risky, sometimes it might be going easier way, but it feels more comfortable to you. And this is probably what you need at the time. So always listen to your inner voice. I'm planning to make another video about this calling that I have, the inner voice that I have around my artistic explorations, as I sort of feel like I'm a little bit stuck in this because it's so unclear. Like, I have many different ideas, but sometimes it's hard to connect the dots between what I should be really doing with that. Like, I have a huge sense for fashion. Like, I have all these ideas that, I would like to create this alternative identity which would reflect in fashion, in different styling. And I'm sort of like exploring this through writing, looking different stuff on Pinterest, dressing up myself. I think it's gonna be the biggest challenge, to be honest, to connect these dots, because there are just so many different elements that are coming to my head and tell me what I should be exploring, that sometimes I don't really know how to make sense out of it. I'm just letting it guide me, my inner voice. And that's okay. I don't think we have to solve things right away. And what my experience showed me, these things will make sense in the least expected moment. And there is no need to fear it and have everything solved right now. We should be just doing what's best for this specific moment. Make sure that we are feeling satisfied about the present moment. The lesson with, now that I've achieved my goal in my career and now I'm looking for my artistic endeavors, how can I explore myself in artistic ways? The lesson is, I don't really know what is the end goal with that, but I'm just listening to my inner voice and exploring things, random things that at the moment feel right. I don't know what's gonna be the outcome of that. I'm just listening to this voice blindly. I'm happy doing this on the side. Sometimes it's difficult in terms of managing my time. I'm learning how to manifest these things into my life, because I truly believe that we have to put ourselves in a position like it's already happening. I truly believe in that. That's why I'm creating this YouTube channel. I'm creating these Pinterest boards. I'm imagining what is the end goal. And I think that is the key to making things happen, like acting as if something is already happening. So see you in the next video.